I'm going to leave this one here because it just looks like a nice little backdrop. But we're going to look at the Antonium Pro 108 3-mode full-size gasket mechanical keyboard. This one comes with a mint switch, and that's going to offer linear, non-tactile feedback, but it's also going to be very light. We'll see how I like that. I'm more of a heavy boy normally. Full-size keyboard, very nice, gotta love it. Good for spreadsheet boys like me. Yeah, so this one I haven't opened up yet, so let's do this one. Completely fresh. Uh-oh. It's a terminal style keyboard. I love it already. If you've watched any of my keyboard reviews or where I talk about keyboards or talk to me about keyboards, I love terminal style keyboards with the kind of like rounded top there. Just, I don't know how to describe the shape, but I love it. I'm an old man now, so that's why. Anyways, so this has a very nice look to it. They have a few different designs. This is a nice, it's hard to describe that color. It's black, but it's like, I don't know, the shine to it looks nice. It almost has a it's not a true like pitch black. There's a color to it. It's almost warm. It has the tiniest bit of warm in it, like brown. They put a tiny little bit of brown or something in there. You can't really see it, but it gives it a warm tone. I like that a lot, actually. Like that. The keycaps themselves obviously have a nice, almost a terminal style font to them. Let's bring that up. If I can get it off with my bare hands. Terminal style font, which I really like. Showing my age. The fact that it gives me nostalgia. Very good. And underneath we do have the key switch, swappable of course. That is a very smooth key switch. We'll see how we like that. In terms of the actual layout, of course you do have it. This is a standard size, standard layout. So you get your keyboard over here, your standard size, full function row with full escape. Then you of course do have your center area here. You have your arrows. You have all of your commands over here. Not there. Media keys, very nice. And a full dedicated numpad. This is more what I lean towards. I definitely need to have arrow keys because I do a lot of Excel spreadsheet. But for me, having a numpad is actually very useful because I do, again, a lot of Excel spreadsheet. So being able to navigate around, getting into access to all that is very useful for me. We can see here natural wedge shape to it, of course. Very nice. A little bit of accent. We do have that dark color around there, lighter underneath. The wedge shape is, of course, augmented by feet. So you have stage 1, 2, 3, depending on how tall you want to be. Very good. On the back here, we have access to our dongle. So of course you can plug it in, wire it. You can go with Bluetooth, which is to the left there, wired, or 2.4 gigahertz. And then of course you do also have Mac or Windows. So it's a full suite basically. It's not just, a keyboard with some features. It's a full suite feature. A keyboard where you can use it for Windows or Mac, 3 different connection types, and it then has the full setup. So it is a longer keyboard. Let's turn that off for a second. It is a longer keyboard, so sometimes I do worry about the center, but it is plastic, by the way. But it does have obviously a nice back plate in there, and it's a robust, so you really have to press on it to get it to bend, which means that when you're actually typing on it, you're not going to feel the center sag. I don't remember, I did a keyboard in the summer, and you could feel, it was fairly cheap, and you could feel that on a full-size keyboard like that, it was kind of giving in the center. Typically, if you have a shorter keyboard, it's going to feel a bit more dense, obviously, but in this case here, it's a firmer plastic, so I don't notice that. Where it's going to go down. Let's raise it up and see. No, you can't. You'd have to go crazy on it to get it to go down. Actually, when typing, there's 0. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's actually literally 0 flex in the middle. Now we'll do a typing test here. Just kind of get a hang of it. And so here we go. Now this is a terminal style keycap. So even though I'm not really used to mechanicals right now because I've been using laptops so much, I think I'll probably adapt to this fairly quickly. It's also a larger keycap, which I do prefer. Taller keycap, so let's give it a whirl. This is a medium kind of weight to my presses, which is what I normally use, just so you know. Okay, we'll go with the lighter. I'm not usually a light typer, but we'll give it a whirl. Okay, now heavy. Interestingly, the heavy, heavy-handed press actually doesn't feel any different than medium. Maybe like the backplate material or whatever. A lot of times when I'm doing a typing test and I do medium, which is what I kind of do, and then I go to a heavy one, it really does change the sound and almost feeling. This one, not so much. It almost just feels like I don't know, going crazy on the keyboard for no reason whatsoever. So yeah, it doesn't really change the acoustic. Going with a lighter one, of course, does change the sound slightly, but it just kind of has a consistent sound no matter how hard you press. I find that this style of keycap, this kind of terminal style keycap, does produce a slightly different sound than the traditional square style, and I prefer it. It's hard to describe the sound. It makes it like a more volume, like a more full volume or something. I don't know. Just the acoustic of the key and potentially the material as well. Sounds nice. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Now, I do normally not like lighter key switches. These are lighter. I grew up with heavier switches, but I often find that there's a problem with the lighter switches. It's not just that it's a lighter switch, it's that the actuation force is almost too little at the top. So you just gently touch some of those switches and it will go down quite a bit, and then it will actuate the key. The key is stroked. So then it's I'm now pressing a K or an H. Here, it doesn't do that. It doesn't have that weak top. There actually is a fair bit of resistance at the top. It almost almost like it lightens as you go further down, which is interesting. So I don't find myself losing confidence in the key switch here, where the top is too light and I'm like, oh my god, if I even put my fingers on these things, I'm going to accidentally press down and bottom out and hit keys. I don't find that at all. So this feels nice. I actually like it a lot. I like the switch. They're very smooth. They're incredibly smooth key switches, giving it a nice sound profile as well. So I think that's enough actually here. It's a nice keyboard. I find the nice thing with these REDRAGONs is they don't cost as much as some of these brands. They're it's $700. You're like, but why? What's the difference? These guys offer good premium keyboards with interesting design, nice design, feels nice, and they don't cost a fortune. They're actually the price is very reasonable. In some cases, it's actually low. So yeah, this is one to consider here. Of course, I'll put some links in the video description down below. Check it out. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I like the look of it. I like the keycap design, and I really do actually like the typing feel as well. So good one there. I like it.